from Hannah Davis at notyouraverageCrochet.com. So you're going to need an H or 5mm crochet hook, needle, scissors, and whatever colors you have handy. Doesn't really matter, because it's going to be, as you can see, just all a bunch of different colors. So whatever works for you. Now, the first thing we're going to do is make the foundation chain. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go in multiples of 24. Now what that means is it's going to be, 24, 48, 96, 120, 144, etc. When she did hers, it says that she chained 194. Okay. After you chain your multiple of 24, add 2 more on there to count as your turning chain. Okay, so as I've been going and doing this, I realized that it said to chain multiples of 24, then add 2 stitches. You know what? I tried this multiple ways, and it kept saying I should actually end up with 25 stitches if I did, but I didn't. I kept coming out with 24. So what I've done is I've added 3 extra stitches instead of 2, because if they want you to have an extra one, they're telling you if you add 2 to the 24, then you go in the 3rd stitch. Well, think about that. That's the first of your 24. So you're not going to get the 25 that they're trying to say that you'll get. So that's what I've done. I went back out and I added an extra stitch on. So I figured I'd put this in there before we even get started. So at first, the first few, 2 or 3 rows, I will have done the 24, but then I'm taking it all out, starting over. So I'll get back to you where we were. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to start by, I already made my chain. I'm simply doing 24 plus the 2 so that we can just make it quick, I also am going to start in the back loops. Okay, so in the 3rd back loop, that will be right here. I'm going to do my first half double. And then we're just going to half double all the way across. So the first few rows are very simple. They're your basic half doubles and double crochets and whatnot. It won't be until row 8 or 9, I believe, when we start doing the Catherine wheel. So yeah, see, these are just, row 8. So until then, our first row after our chain, again, multiples of 24 plus 2. Do a half double in the 3rd chain from the hook. Yep. And like I said, I'm doing the back bump. Now, if you want to do in the back bump, it makes it look nicer, as you can see. So if you do it in the back bump, just hold it, right upside down, and you'll see the bump right here. Just go right into that. Just like that. Very simple. And don't make your chain too tight either, because, hopefully I didn't this time. I already started this once, and my chain was too tight. Might still be this time, but it don't matter. I'm going to do it anyway, because this is just going to be a sampler, just to help you out. All right, so I'm going to stop here. I will finish, and I'll be right back with the next row. Okay, we're at the end of that first row, and in our last one, we're going to begin our half double. We'll go that far. Don't pull that one through. We're going to take our next color. Let's see, what color do I want to use? I'll take my one I screwed up on before, and I'll use that. And I will do brown, not gray, brown. All right, so then I just take this, loop it over there, hold it tight along with that one, and pull it through. And there we go, we just changed colors. All right, our next row, they want it says, okay, that's how we change colors. Chain 3 and turn. Yeah, I'm just going to do the chain 3. I'd rather do it the other way, but it's, I don't know. There is another way to do it, but I'll just follow these instructions this time. All right, so then we're gonna, this turning chain counts as your first stitch, and it will for all rows unless it tells you otherwise. Then we're gonna double crochet in each stitch across. So we're not gonna hit that one because obviously that's what that's for. So we just double crochet across. I am, however, because I hate doing turning chains, so I'm gonna mark this one so I'll know where to put my, I didn't even put it in the right stitch. Didn't put it in there the right way. That's good enough. Okay, so just, yep, double crochet all the way across. Now I'm doing this assuming that you all know how to do your half doubles and doubles, and I probably should have shown you anyway, just in case. So let's forget about these. Let's pretend we're doing this one again. Now, let me show you how the half double. Okay, you're gonna loop over, go into your space, pull up your yarn, right? So you'll have 3 on there, loop over, and then you pull through all 3. That's a half double, okay? Simple, simple. If you know what a single crochet is, that's just like this. Just go in, pull up, and go through both. That's a single. Okay, now you double, which is what we're doing right now, is loop over, go in, pull up a loop, go through 2, and go through 2 more. There's your double. Okay? I know most of you probably know exactly how to do this, but you just never know who might hit on the video and say, oh, maybe, you know. So loop over, go through your stitch, pull up yarn. Okay? All right, so I'm going to finish this row, and we'll be back with the next one. All right, now we're at the end of row 2. Okay, so again, just do half of it. So we're going to pull up into the first 2 and not those. We're going to change colors. I didn't even snip that off. There we go. I'm going to do white for my next color. So we'll just pull this right through. There we go. And now, and it says, you know, every 6 or 8 rows it says to sew in your threads, because you do not wait till the last minute. Don't do it. If you do, you're not going to want to sew them in, and you know, that's just going to be horrible. I mean, you sew them in every row if you so choose. That's probably the easiest, and you know what I mean, the way to keep yourself going is to get rid of every chance you get. But if you want to, just every few rows, just stop and sew them in. Okay, so all right, now we're gonna chain 3 and turn 1, 2, 3. Okay, on this one we are going to, it says, okay, now it tells you chain 3 and turn, then it says make a double crochet, 1 double crochet in the first stitch. That means it goes in the same stitch as your chain 3. So you're actually going to have 2 stitches here. So again, I'm going to mark this one. Again, I just have issues with trying to figure out where the top of the turning chain might be when I'm trying to, you know, get my stuff done. And then we're going to skip 2 stitches and then work 3 double in the next stitch. So skip 2 and then do 3 double. 1 in the same stitch now. 2 and 3. Yeah, and you just do that all the way across. There's no chaining in between or anything. You just skip 2 stitches and work 3 doubles. Okay, so do that all the way across. All right, now we are at the end of row not round, row 3. And in this last one, so we're going to skip 2 and go 1 there. We're only going to put 2 in there. So if I can get it to go through. 1. And again, only partway through the second one, and we're going to change colors. And this time I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do the dark blue. Okay. All right, so round 4, we're going to make, I'll pull this through here, chain 3, and then make 3 doubles in space between the 3. Okay, well, that's just 3 doubles in the space here. 1, 2, and 3. And we're just going to do this all the way across. Okay, so do that all the way across and meet me back here. All right, now we're at the end of this row. Why do I keep wanting to say round? Row. And on this one, we're only going to put 1 double in the last turning chain, which really is over here, which I'd rather it be over there, but it's okay. And again, 3 chain clusters, make 1 double on the top, change colors, and I'm going to use the same color as row 3, round 3, just row, see, I don't know what I'm saying. Then we're going to repeat row 3. So I'm going to bring it back up. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. Get rid of this. All right, now, so we're going to do a double crochet in that same stitch. Now this one says to skip 2 and do it, but if you look, they obviously did them in between. So we're just going to do our 3 right in between. We'll do 3 doubles just like that in each of the spaces. Okay. And then okay, so this is round 5. All right, so round 6 and 7 are going to be the same as these 2 rounds. Round 6 is just going to be double crochets. Round 7 is going to be half doubles. Okay, double crochets and half double. So do all of those rows, finish 5, then do 6 and 7, and then we'll come back and we'll stop the Catherine wheel. Okay, I'll see you back there. Okay, now we are on row 8. Now it says to do these 4 rows, all in the next 4 rows, loosely, or your blanket will have uneven edges. You can actually go up a hook size if that helps you. I am not going to do that. I am going to try my best to keep them loose. I just want to see what colors they're using so I can decide what I want to do. Really? Oh, okay. I think they're doing blue, then pink, whatever. Okay. Well, I got this blue is next. So change our color. Now, going to chain 1 and then single crochet in the same stitch, which means that chain 1 is not counting as our first stitch. But again, I will mark my first stitch because it's easier. Okay. I really ought to stop here next time and sew my ends in. My goodness. I'm like, I don't know what colors I haven't even cut off there. All right. There we go. All right. Whoops. Then we're going to skip 3 stitches, 3, and then do 7 double crochets in the stitch. Now remember, do them loosely. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I believe we have to skip 3 stitches and then single crochet in the 4th one. In fact, I want to make sure that I actually skipped 3 on here. Okay, sometimes I end up doing it in the 3rd stitch instead of skipping the 3rd stitch. Okay, so that's pretty easy. My yarn's tangled, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, then we'll skip 3 more stitches, do 7 doubles in that one, skip 3 stitches and do a single, and so forth. All right, so I'll be back. All right, so now we are at the end of row 8, and we're about to change to a new color. So I'm going to do my next round in this mandala, however you want to say it. I'm just doing it that way because I want to. So we are going to put the new color in. We're going to chain 2. Let's tighten that up. Yeah, if I can. This one's much softer than those. I like it. Chain 2. All right. After this, I'm going to take a moment to do my threads in. All right. Now in the next 3 stitches, we're going to make a double crochet, but do not pull the last loop. Okay, well, in the next 3 stitches it said. So we're going to do. So we're going to do a. Oh my goodness. Hang on a minute now. Is it a puff stitch or? No, that's just a double crochet 3 together. It says when you have 4 loops pull through, which I did. Call this a cluster of 4, so they're calling it a cluster, which whatever you want to call it works for me. Then we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in the top stitch of the bottom shell. I assume that's here. In the next 7 stitches, double crochet. Oh, we're going to chain 3 again. Sorry, my bad. I almost missed it. Let's see if the picture isn't really showing us much, is that? But that's okay. In the next 7 stitches, double crochet but not finished stitches as in the beginning. So we'll have a cluster of 7 in the next one. Okay, so we'll go pull through 2, down, there's pull through 2, this is the 3rd one, pull through 2, then we got the single crochet here in the middle, and then 1, 2 and 3. So you should have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You should have 8. Does it say on here how many? No, it doesn't, but that's okay. You should have 8 on there. 8 loops. Then you yarn over and pull through all 8 of them. There you go. All right. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Do a single. The next stitch, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do that cluster of 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pull through all of them. Chain 3. Right? Yes, just making sure I didn't do that wrong. And then single crochet this one here. 2 and 3 now. And the last one, like it says, is going to only be 4. 1, 2, whoops, in there, 3, and 4. This is going to be fun now, isn't it? Trying to, and there we go. And it did pull it in. It definitely pulled it in, which means I should have even gone, because look at it, it's going like this. But we'll just ignore that, okay? Because this isn't my blanket. I'm just messing around that, and this yarn's thinner too. Maybe if I used a thicker, I think I will. I'm gonna grab the red, which is the same. I think this is a thinner yarn. I know it is. I'll be right back. Okay, I redid row 9 with a with this yarn. It's gonna be, the next row is gonna be with the same color. So we are going to chain 3, remembering to keep our stitches loose. As you can see, this looks better. Down here still, I mean, I got all these things straggling on there, so that's probably not helping it, the look of it any, but I still haven't fixed it. After this color, I promise I will. All right, we're going to chain 3, which we did, and double crochet in the first, 3 double crochet in the first stitch. Now, it's going to be this one, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Nope, I got that wrong, because otherwise I can't. How am I going to single crochet in the... I don't... Actually, yeah, I guess it was right. My bad. Cheapest creepers, man. And then we're going to single crochet in this single here. And then in the center space of the next wheel, this is the bottom part of the wheel, we're going to crochet, double crochet 7. Six. Okay, this is 7. Then we're gonna do, is it a single crochet? Do a single crochet here. Wait a minute. Doesn't seem like we should be chaining 3 at some point. Doesn't say that. So guess we're okay. And then we're going to do 7 here. All right. So as you can see, so do 7 here, and then do your 1 here. And is there anything up this? Yeah, I'll be back. Okay, we are now at the end of round 10. And okay. So for the last one, there's only going to be 4. So we're going to do in the top, yeah, right there, right there. Is that what we did here? Yeah, I guess so. So we're going to do 1, 2. I will say I'm not liking this. 3. Seems to me that's probably the wrong spot, and I might have done it in the wrong spot on that one too, on the other end, but that's all right. I mean, yeah, that should be the top, but it's gonna really bring it in. So I don't know where I did it on that one, but I'm gonna go over here. I mean, it's gotta have an edge to it, right? I would like to go through, there we go. That might be too much. Well, maybe I'll do, because if I do it here, it just doesn't look right at all. What if we do 3? And then we kind of do 1 over here, because we did do the chain 3 at the beginning over there, which kind of gives it a bit of a straight edge. Do you know what I'm saying? How about that? Does that make more sense? I think it kind of does. Let's hope it works. So now I'm going to take a break here, and I'm going to sew in all my ends. So I shall be back. All right. Now for the next row, we're going to add on the same color we used here. At least I am. I mean, I don't suppose you have to. You can do whatever you want. It's your blanket, right? All right. Add this on. Then we're going to chain 1, turn it, and single crochet into the same stitch. So we can tighten that up, and again we'll mark this just because I can. All right. Now I'm going to chain through chain 3. 1, 2, 3. It says make the same cluster of 7 double crochets as in row 9, chain 3, single crochet on top of shell. Well, I guess that's the single crochet in the top. So we'll start here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go through 2 and then go through all of them. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in the next one. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then do next 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, 7, oops, chain 3, chain 3. I'll do it again. I figured I'd just say that I couldn't do the whole row because this is a fast row on my part. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's 7. It doesn't say. Okay. So we go 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna leave this incomplete. So pull through there so we can add our next color on. Okay, there you go. There's your Catherine wheel. Right? So what do we have to do next? Okay. So this says back to regular tension. This is a row of double crochet, but the tricky part is getting the right number of stitches. So as you can see, the stitches 2 and 3 are around the chain below. Yep, makes sense. Stitch 4. Okay, well, let's just start with, we'll change color. I think I'll go with gray this time. I haven't used that yet, if I can find it. There we go. All right. So let's start with changing color. So I'll put the gray in there. And it says to chain 3 to count as the first stitch. 1, 2, and 3. All right. So obviously, so 1, well, 2, that was number 1. So 2 and 3 are here in the chain space. Four is in the eye, which is in here, right in the middle. 5 is in the stitch right before the next chain 3. Okay, so right here is 5. The chain 3 is going to be 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8. Okay, now we just continue that. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3 in there. 4 will be right in the eye of this. 5 is going to be right here. And then 6, 7, and 8 will be in this chain. 6, 7, and 8. And then we start again with 1 here. 2 and 3 in this space. 4 here. 5 right here. 6, 7, and 8 in here. That makes 24, and I should have 25 stitches. So the last one will go into that chain 1 space. And look at that. There we go. So I think for today we'll stop here, and I mean, I'll sew on my ends and get ready for the next color. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully yours is looking good, and we'll get on to row, what, 13 next time. All right, so let me see. Yes, and it says before moving on to the next row, make sure that you count your stitches to make sure you have the same amount as when you started the blanket. So like I said, I started with 25 technically stitches. I still have 25. So you should have 25, or I'm not 25. You should have your multiples of 24 plus 1. And we will be on row 13 when we begin again. All right, so come back again and we'll get going further. Have a good one.